All right, beautiful people. So today we're using ratio tables to solve real-world problems. So we're going to do a few story problems and then use ratio tables to solve them and find the answer. So our essential question is, how can we use ratio tables to solve problems? All right. So I'm going to start by writing a story problem. Okay, so our story problem. You are making chocolate milk by mixing 1 tablespoon of chocolate for every 8 ounces of milk. If you are making 32 ounces of milk, how much chocolate do you need? So there's a lot of things happening in here. When I look at story problems, the first thing I want to know is, what is the question asking me? So I'm looking for my question. What do I need? Well, right here, here's my question mark. It says, if you are making 32 ounces of milk, how much chocolate do you need? So I need to know how much chocolate for 32 ounces of milk. I abbreviated ounces to OZ because that's the American abbreviation for ounces. So whenever you see OZ on a package, it means ounces. And ounces is a weight or a measurement. Okay. All right. So because we're using ratio tables, I'm actually going to set up a ratio table. And the story problem will usually have a ratio table set up for you already with some information in it. Chocolate and then milk. So the ratio table is going to say, it's going to have that first piece in there, 1 tablespoon of chocolate for 8 ounces of milk. Then it'll have maybe what happens if you have 16 ounces of milk. What happens if you have 32 ounces of milk. Okay, so the table will already be kind of filled out for you, and your job is to just fill out the blanks, any of the blanks in the table. Okay, so here's my table. Here's what I was given. So what I'm going to do is use the same steps that we did yesterday to find my missing spots here and here. Okay. So I have 1 tablespoon of chocolate for every 8 ounces of milk. If I'm trying to find the spot above the 16, I know that it's going to be equal to 16 ounces of milk for how many tablespoons of chocolate. So I need to find my multiplicative relationship. So I'm going to remember I want to multiply. So 8 goes to 16. How many groups of 8 are in 16? 2 groups of 8 are in 16, which means in the numerator, the same thing's going to happen. 2 groups of 1 tablespoon, which makes this 2 tablespoons. So if I have 16 ounces of milk, I need 2 tablespoons of chocolate. Okay. All right. Now the last one has 32 as the number of ounces of milk. I can either use this original ratio, 1 to 8, or I can use 2 to 16. It doesn't matter. They will both get me there. It depends on which one you see the relationship with. Okay? I'm going to use the original ratio. I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of chocolate to 8 ounces of milk. And I'm going to again set it up with 32 on the bottom and a little box on the top. Okay? Now I've got to find my multiplicative relationship. 8 goes to 32. How many groups of 8 are in 32? So how many cups of 8 ounces are in a 32-ounce cup? Well, 4 groups of 8 go into 32, which means just like before, what I do on the bottom, I have to do on the top. So I multiply by 4. 1 times 4 is 4. So 4 tablespoons for 32 ounces of chocolate. Okay. Now, the point of filling out the table is that now that I have the table filled out, I can answer my question. The question said, if I have 32 ounces of milk, how much chocolate? So let's look at the table. Where does it say that I have 32 ounces of milk? Where on this table does it say I have 32 ounces of milk? So in the table, the bottom column is milk, and right here is a 32. So 32 ounces of milk is this ratio right here. How many tablespoons of chocolate did I use? I need 4 tablespoons chocolate. I abbreviated again because I'm writing kind of quickly because we're running out of time.